Yo, this is Cranberry Landers, Cranberry, and this me is emo trash. What's up?
I'm here.
You're here?
I'm here.
Oh, okay.
That's about
Good.
all I can
No,
count for.
oh, nice. Yeah. So I am drawing. I'm finishing up mouths. My mouths for cartooning the head and figure. There's gonna be other mouths, further mouths in the future. Future mouths. But I'm finishing up my row, my simple mouths, and here, and this is a study, and I may draw M.O.D.O.K later once I'm done with the mouths, if I get them done in the stream. How you doing? How you doing, Mama?
I'm here. I'm tired.
Yeah. How is your event going? How is what you're doing going?
It's been going well enough. Tonight's the last night.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I went to bed at a very bad time. Not a bad time. I went to bed at a very poor time yesterday. Ayer.
So did I.
Yeah. Okie dokie. Mouths. Mouths is. So this is Das ist. Numero 22 of chatting and drawing. I'm impressed. I actually got it. So, number 22. I don't know where to stick this. I'll stick it here. Number 20. Yeah. And let's go. Do you know who M.O.D.O.K is? Emo trash.
The name sounds familiar, but I can't.
He would have been in, I think, the last. He would have been in the last Ant-Man, Wasp, and Ant-Man movie.
Did not watch that.
Oh, okay. Let's see. It is mental organism designed only for killing.
That's fun.
Yeah, it's great. It's got that classic Jack Kirby kind of style or whatever. Ludicrous, outrageous, a lot of angles and stuff to his face. It's a giant head. He's a giant floating head, and with a jetpack, and he has like a mental blast that he shoots out. He has these tiny little legs and a giant face. It's great.
That is great.
Hello. Let's see here. Yeah. So, Dossist, that's who he is.
Yeah.
So it's going well with you?
Yes. Did I tell you that I finally watched the third Lord of the Rings movie?
You did watch it?
I did. It's been a couple weeks since I did.
And you liked it?
The end of I did. I just remember at the towards the very end of it, I'm like, "Dear God, Frodo, just walk up the hill. You're almost there."
Yeah. Some of the stuff was different from in the books, but he it's really cool. Some really cool stuff happened. They didn't really show like what Gollum sees when he sees Frodo at the top of the mountain or near the top of the mountain. Yeah. No. But he actually sees, I think, Frodo in his glorified form, or Frodo as he is, or something, which is like he was all in white and shoot. All in white, and he had like a wheel of fire at his chest, and out of the wheel of fire, I think there was a voice coming out and saying like, "If you touch me again," or something like that. If you ever try to lay your hands on me again, you're gonna die, basically. And what people think, the theory, or what I believe, is that the voice wasn't coming from Frodo. It was coming from like the middle of his chest, from the fire. And what did he have on it, at his chest? He had the ring, the one ring. And so what people think is that earlier in the book, earlier in the story, and in the movie too, but earlier, Gollum promises that he swears to Frodo that he's not going to betray him or whatever. He's not going to take the ring again or something. And what he does is he Frodo says, I think, swear it or something, or Gollum says, yeah, Frodo says swear it, and then Gollum says, okay, I swear on the precious. So I swear on the ring, the one ring. And he goes, and Frodo says, oh, I'm going to hold you to that, but just be aware that the ring is treacherous, but I'm going to hold you to your word. So you swear by the ring, but the ring is treacherous. And he says that, you know, what you just swore there, you're going to be held to it. You're going to be held to it. That's something else. And he was swearing to kind of a supernatural entity. Anyways, so after he did that, he said, I'm not going to touch the ring. Like, I'm not going to try to take it. But then on the side of the mountain, Mount Doom, he actually tried to take the ring again.
Yes.
Oh, is that your bird?
Don't think so. Oh, it might be.
Is that the bird?
The bird is downstairs.
Oh, okay. Yeah, but he swears by it. So, anyways, the voice that was coming out, that was commanding him, was like it was coming out of a ring of fire, and Sauron, the eye, the big glowy eye guy, the one who got his finger chopped off. He appears in fire, and so when was it Gollum who saw it, or was it Sam? Sam or Gollum saw Frodo, and what he looked like was he was glowing like white, and then he had his hand down there, and he was not like merciful or whatever. He was just saying, "Get down, do this thing, and if you touch me again, you're gonna die," or whatever. And and but it wasn't. It was coming. The voice that was saying, "You touch me again, you're gonna die." It was coming out of this fiery, kind of this fiery circle or ring at Frodo's chest. And so I think, and other people think that it was Sauron, because Sauron actually split. He had the ring, and then he had the eye. So two presences, or what you can think of as him. And so he was split up, and so people think it was a form of Sauron's consciousness talking at Gollum, saying, "Don't touch me." Anyways, sorry, they didn't show that in the movie though. Yeah.
All the movies combined, 12 hours long, and yet they cut so much.
I missed that. What'd you say?
All the movies combined are like 12 hours long. They still cut so much out of it.
Yeah, they did. It would have been a good series. I know after that they started doing like longer form or like longer episode shows and stuff. And I think they could have done with an actual show, like a show with 1 hour or 2 hour episodes, but that would have gone on for a couple seasons. They could have done The Lord of the Rings.
Yeah.
But it was kind of niche. It was kind of like it's fantasy, and so they're like, we don't know if we're gonna risk it doing this one movie, let alone a show or whatever. We don't know if we're gonna risk all this money on production and everything, and potentially losing millions and millions and millions of dollars if it fails, if it bombs.
Yeah. Dad, I'm the lizard outside.
Yeah, the what? The movie's what?
I said my dad found a lizard outside and he was telling me about it.
Oh, okay. Cool.
Yes.
A lizard? Do you have lizards around that often?
There's some that tend to crawl under the porch, usually in the
Alright.
summertime.
There are lizards here. I didn't know there were lizards around. Yeah. Yeah, they cut out a ton. But people still really like the movies, so yeah. What was your favorite part of the Return of the King?
Okay.
The third one.
So long. I don't remember a lot.
What do you remember that
I
you like?
remember not appreciating the amount of disrespect Sam was getting.
They did change that in the movie as well from the books, but yeah.
Oh, my favorite part. I don't remember who it was, but like Gandalf just appeared out of nowhere and like smacked the crap out of some guy. And it was so random and it was funny.
The Steward of Gondor, the not king.
Yeah.
The father
Yeah, it
of
was that
Faramir.
guy.
Yeah.
I don't remember what he was doing, but like Gollum, not Gollum, like Gandalf had been off the screen for a suspicious amount of time. And I was like, when is he going to turn back up? And then he, like, as soon as I said it, he, like, appeared and, like, wrecked some guy's day. And I was like, what? There was no warning for this.
Yeah, he was trying to light his son on fire. He was trying to light Faramir on fire
That's what he was doing.
in a pagan ritual. Yeah.
Yeah.
Like his ancestors, he was trying to light his son on fire. One, he was saying his son was dead, and he wasn't. And then two, he was trying to light him on fire as a sacrifice to appease Sauron or something, or gods or whatever, to stop the fight or something. I don't know. And he was trying to light his son on fire on a bonfire. And Gandalf was like, "Don't kill your son. Don't do that."
Yeah.
Still do some good stuff.
That was
Don't
also
kill
something I sort of like that wannabe king was very obviously not a good father, but I had to start respecting the levels of petty he was at.
Of petty? What?
Yeah, he was just being petty to the second son.
Oh. Yeah, that happens. Yeah. He didn't like that son. He doesn't like Faramir.
Yeah, he didn't like that son, and it was very obvious. And then
Yeah.
everything became his problem once the older one died. Boromir? Is that his name?
Boromir, yeah. Yeah, he wanted him to die. He wanted his second son to die, not his firstborn.
Yeah, that was very clear.
Yeah. But Boromir liked his brother. as far as I remember. Boromir would have what is it? Inherited the stewardship, so he would have been pretty much king over Gondor once his father died. But he so yeah.
Makes sense.
Oh, where's the music? I put music on. No? So your favorite moment was that Gandalf smacking?
Just it's the fact that he appeared out of nowhere, and that's immediately what he did.
Yeah.
Like, it was such a random event.
Yeah, I don't remember if it happened exactly that way in the him lighting on fire and then falling off. That did happen, and he deserved it. Yeah. Sure. He gave up looking after his what he was supposed to be stewarding. Gave up looking after Gondor. Yeah. Do you know why he acted more like that? Do you know why he was acting less great?
Which one?
The Steward of Gondor, the almost king.
Yeah. Why? Tell me, why was he acting like that?
How many whats he had to look after?
Or why was he acting the way he was?
Yeah, yeah. Why do you think he was acting the way he was? Do you know why?
Toward like just being generally erratic.
In general, being mean and all that kind of stuff. I mean, he was also decisive, but being mean, I guess, and trying to kill his son and everything. Why do you think that was happening?
I really don't know.
So you remember the stone that Pippin picks up, and he looks at it, and he goes, "Ah!" and his hands burn or whatever. They almost burn. They look like they're burning. You know what I'm talking about? The Seeing Stone.
Oh yeah, that orb thing.
Yeah. So that's why. Because that thing, those are all connected. So one of them is at the bottom of an ocean, and then there was one that he had. There's one that the Steward of Gondor had. Then there was one that Sauron had, the big eye. There is one that Saruman had, the white guy, the white wizard. And then technically multicolored wizard. And then I think there was another one. But there were a couple more, I think, that were broken. But anyways, so they give you information. So those things give you information, and they can let you speak and yeah, just gain knowledge. But they also have direct access to Sauron, and Sauron can manipulate your mind because he has like immense power, immense persuasion and stuff, just because of what he is, and pretty much can corrupt people really easily. If you don't have an incredibly strong will, you will be manipulated. And to gain wisdom, to protect his land, to protect Gondor, he had been looking into the stone that he had many times. Basically, he
I think he's upstairs.
his will, he was brainwashed, and basically brainwashed and went crazy.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Sauron wanted him to give up. Something that happened in the attack was he was actually telling his people, "Flee, flee for your lives," or something like that. And that's actually what Sauron wanted. He wanted the people to be afraid, so they wouldn't know what to do. They'd be less of an opponent. to him. Are you drawing still?
I haven't been trying. I've just been kind of lost at Pinterest.
So are you gonna watch anything else after this?
After this, I'm probably just gonna sign off and get ready to go to church.
Oh, okay. You take my money. I need. Yeah, I actually didn't like the movies.
Why am I not surprised?
Huh? Why am I not surprised?
Surprised.
I really like the books. Everybody else likes the movies. I just don't.
I know that I nitpicked the first movie a lot, but the next two I did appreciate a bit more.
Yeah. With some explanation, I guess.
Yes.
Yeah. It definitely makes it more enjoyable. Like the rope that I think it's Sam gets. It's either just Sam or the rope that Frodo or Sam gets. I think it's just Sam. The rope actually they get from Galadriel. The white long-haired well, I guess they're all long-haired. The elf lady, the elf queen.
Yeah.
You know, yeah. She gives him a rope that you can tie off, and then you think, okay, like if I'm climbing down a cliff or something, if I tie off a rope, I just have to leave it there. I have to leave the rope once I get down to the bottom. But that rope is actually magical, and if you just tug on it, the rope will untie itself at the top and let you down. But it'll be firm until you get to the bottom. Secure.
Also, have you been ignoring chat, sir?
I have been ignoring that, yeah. I didn't even know there were people here.
There's one that I'm aware of.
Hello, Karen M. Hello, this is me waving. Hi. And thank you for coming. Is that a bird? No, it's a plane. It's just lips. They're lips. Daisy's lips right here. Right here. You see the lips right there? Come on. Lips. Mostly lady lips. What kind of bird? Aggressive birds. Cockatiel. Oh. She's asking you. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. No, I didn't see it. I'm not seeing. Does your cockatiel dance to music by bobbing his or her head along to the music? I've seen some fun videos of some birds doing that. I don't know. Does your bird do that? Does the bird do that?
Not really. He'll run around back and forth in his cage when he sees me or my mom, but that's about it.
Oh, okay. He's self-centered, says his own name. We don't have any lizards in our area. Canidae. I don't think they'd survive winter. Probably not. Unless there's snow lizards. I don't think there are any of those. He says his own name. That's pretty neat. What's his name? Oh, okay. Louis. Yes. And much like that part of the story. Which one? He's racist against his second son. Yeah, he's racist, Karen. Blaming Faramir racist. So he got mind controlled. Yeah, he got mind controlled. Pretty much. Well, it's not completely mind control. It's like 99, 98% mind control. Faramir had a pretty strong will, but he just had been looking into the Palantir, into the Seeing Stone for like years. And so it just had a lot of effort. And his brain being as okay as it was still impressive. Just it's more brainwashing than mind control. That's what Cranberry says. I flee. Yes, 'tis what I say. A lot of movement around me at the moment. Oh, yeah, I was hearing that. Don't think Cran's been paying any mind to the chat. Sma lol. Yes, I haven't. I have not. I didn't think anybody. I didn't think anybody was talking. Cranberry, can you even see this chat? I can. I can now. Negligent. I'm getting chastised. You look. You're chastised. I was wondering why no response. Maybe you can't see it. Tell me. Can you ask him? There's 3 here. Thank you. Hi. Yes. Thank you for letting me know. Pay attention to me. Pay attention to me. Pay attention to me. Pay attention. Okay, I'm paying attention. Paying attention at this very moment. No, I can't see it. I can't see it until I try to see it. I just thought everybody was being quiet. It's like, all right. Nobody wants to talk. That's okay. That's okay. Droopy mouth. Mouth droop. Hello. Negligent. I strive to be not as bad as Rocky is with the chat.
That's fair.
I strive to. Here I am, blowing off the chat, just like Rocky.
Having to be reminded there is a chat.
That's true. I'm trying. Yeah, I'm not from lizardy areas. I did not come from a lizard infested area. It's mine. Well, unless you had one as a pet. But yeah. I like lizards.
Lizards come out on occasion when it gets hot outside. They have bright blue tails.
That's cool.
Yeah.
I used to collect bubblegum machines, or the little, not actually bubblegum, but the bubblegum-ish machines. They give
Like
out eggs.
machines?
What machines?
Like a similar concept where you have to put a coin in and turn the knob.
Yeah. So like there were those, and I got a bunch of these lizard ones. They were sweet. They were realistically done, or more realistically done. I thought it was awesome.
Nice.
I like lizards. Lizards and frogs I liked.
Lizards and frogs.
Lizards and frogs. Who? Rocky? Vash channel? Rocky Ballesteros. I'll spell it for you.
I already spelled it.
Oh, she did?
Yeah.
Oh, you said. Okay. Ah, thanks. Yeah. Hey, he's hilarious. Good guy. He's an animator, artist, does draw streams. He has a dry sense of humor. Also a not dry sense of humor, but he's a funny guy. If I want my chat. Yeah. Hey, you should check out Rocky. He can ignore your comments as well. A lot of people. Emo.
Everyone.
Emo is a frequenter of Rocky's streams, and you can watch her get ignored in the chat as well.
Yeah.
You can watch all of us be ignored in the chat. It's a good guy.
It's become a running gag.
It is. He does art studies, or master studies. He just got monetized. He does art studies of master comic artists, and yeah, I used to go to his channel a lot more, but I got a schedule that kind of got a work schedule that kind of blows that possibility out of the water, at least watching consistently. Emu and I can commiserate together in the chat. Yes, you can. You may.
Us and many others.
Yeah. There's also a huge communist in there you might like. A huge flaming communist, socialist, dictator. Comrade Sammy. She's not. I just wanted to add that.
Yeah.
Yeah, and Katie, Mark's Music Obsession, M.O.D.O.K, bunch of cool people in there.
Oh, hey, speak of the devil.
Michelle's here.
Mark.
Hey, Mark. Hey, Mark. Can't stay on the way out, but saying, oh, hey, thanks for dropping by. Yeah. Great people. Mo-Bigs. I've known Mo-Bigs. Mo-Bigs and I have been in in and around the same places, same chats, same streams. I used to host a show that Mo used to frequent 2-3 years ago, something like that. And he's been around. Funny guy, really, really funny man. And I used to compete with him in jokes. I just gave up and started enjoying the laughing at things and stuff. Yeah, he's there. Timmy Mello, bunch of great folks. I have visitors from out of town. I gotta entertain. All right, entertain. Do some juggling, that kind of stuff. Have a great visit. Yeah. Do some juggling. Swallow
Oh,
some.
wrestle an alligator.
Yeah. Sword swallowing, tightrope walking, that kind of stuff. The stuff they usually do for
Fire
guests. Yeah. Yeah.
Typical Florida behavior.
Florida behavior. By the way, if you haven't seen people wrestle gators, I recommend it. It's fun.
That's so fun.
It's for you. See Karen or Emo.
Right.
Yeah. I did the upper lip
Look at
too.
all them mouths.
Look at all them mouths. That's right. Laughing at me. Look at this one. It's laughing in my face. Like, can you see it?
Definitely.
Wait,
As it
wait.
should.
As it should. This one. One on the end. Pencil. There we go. That one. Someone doesn't see my qualities, my invisible qualities. It's just very two-dimensional, you could say. Two-dimensional now. I said, because you said there's a commie chat and I'd probably get along great with them. No, just not. No, she's not a commie. She's not an actual commie.
She's not a commie. She's just a chat ninja.
I'm just disparaging her while she's not around. I'm trying to make her sound worse than she actually is, intentionally, for comedic effect. She's fine. She's great. She's not a commie.
She's my partner in crime. It's fine.
No, probably would enjoy. You probably would get along with Comrade Amy. I think most people do.
She trains turtles.
She trains turtles?
Yeah, remember?
No.
I think she was nursing a turtle at some point, and then it became a thing that she now trains the turtles to be also ninjas.
What? Oh, that's cool.
Yeah.
I do remember her rescuing the turtle, saving the turtle.
Yeah, she rescues turtles, and then she turns them into her ninjas.
Man, that took me a while. Holy crap. That joke took me a while. Wow. I cannot believe that took so long. Holy
flew right over your head.
Dude. Oh, wow. I am out of it. I need to sleep more. Really, really long. Wow. I'm sorry. Holy moly. And I get on people for not picking up on I go after people for not picking up on my jokes. Was that like a solid minute? Solid 2 minutes? I didn't catch that. Boom. There we go. There we go. Wow. Yeah, that was a good one. That was a good one, Ema. But she already has ninja, and I was thinking, oh, ninjas. Okay, ninja, right? Still, yeah. No, I'm making excuses. Yeah, I just totally missed that one.
It's okay. We know you're a
Rats.
little slow.
Rats. Huh? Get it? Because they're trained by rats. A rat. Yeah. See. Uh-huh. I'm trying. Yes, ninjas.
He's slowly catching up.
Oh man, that's sad. You know, do you like Ninja Turtles? Are you into it or at all?
I do.
Yeah. What about you, Karen? You like Ninja Turtles? That joke shredded me. Ah, ba-dum boom. There you go. Good. Good. It is a shredder then. There you go. I'm just putting a point on that one. Me saying point was not a pun. That was not intentional. Okay. Yeah. Yeah. We're just keeping on these for a while. You know, we're not changing it up. We're keeping it these Ninja Turtle puns rock steady. Huh? If you don't Ninja Turtles, huh? Rock steady. I used to watch TMNT back in the day. Nice. We weren't allowed to watch Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles in my house. Had a bunch of what do you call it? Yin and Yang stuff and that kind of stuff. My parents were like, no, not in a Christian household, no. I kind of appreciate it.
Culture in a Christian household.
Yeah. I actually appreciate it because I think it does a child good to not know everything, like to be on the outside of a trend or a fad or something popular. I think it does them good to be on the outs, so they can be a little bit ignorant and focus on something else. You know?
Yeah.
I like this mouth.
Like that now.
Pencil. This one.
Yeah.
There.
Yeah.
I dig.
Dig.
I wouldn't say I'm a huge fan, but I know the context. Yeah, I know them. My friends had Ninja Turtle stuff, and I'd go over there and try to monopolize her Ninja Turtle action figures. They're sweet. I like the design and everything. You know, as a kid, do you know the bad guy that's just a brain with like the tendrils sticking out? Do you know that Ninja Turtle thing? Yeah. I wanted to be that when I grew up.
A hive mind?
No, it's not a hive mind. It's just a mind. Just a big brain. Super intelligent brain.
At least the version of the thing I remember, because I'm going off the 2012 version, to be fair.
Oh, okay. It might be a hive mind now. We didn't actually even own a TV. My parents' deliberate choice, even though us kids begged, but I watched at my friend's house. Yeah, that's pretty much what I got. Yeah. Pretty similar. Pinky and the Brain, awesome show. You should watch it. You should add that to your watch list if you want to waste some time. You might trash. It's a good show. Funny show. Yo, Timmy Mello, what's up? Do you know about Pinky and the Brain?
I've read it. I never watched it.
Yeah, it's funny. Two lad mice that try to. Well, one tries to take over the world. Yeah. Line weights. Need to pay attention to line weights.
Really important.
Hmm?
I said indeed important.
Is important. Timmy, Karen, Timmy, Karen, emo again. Emo, Karen again. Yo, what's up?
Who are these people?
Yeah. And Pinky and the Brain takes me way back. Yeah, they were great. They were great. I was a fan of Eek the Cat. No. Eek the Cat and Animaniacs, which they're doing another series for Animaniacs, apparently. Tim Pool thinks it's because there's a low birth rate that they're just doing old shows over again. So there aren't any new kids to watch these shows. Or there are no new kids. But they've always been doing they've been doing rehashings of old shows since they started, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. What did you watch growing up? Emo.
Am I heard? Oh, there it goes. Okay. Just telling me that the mic wasn't picking me up. But I was a
No.
weirdo that watched a lot more Animal Planet than I did cartoons.
Oh, okay. Well, the cartoons started getting worse. Like, not as fun, not as interesting, not as smart, I think. And then
There's a select few I'd watch. I know I would always catch Teen Titans.
Teen Titans,
Mm-hmm.
it's kind of like an anime-y version of Teen Titans.
It's better than Teen Titans Go.
Oh, I'm thinking of Teen Titans Go. Sorry.
No, Teen Titans Go is terrible.
I didn't watch them. I think.
Huh?
What? What? Matt?
Huh?
Matt?
Heh?
Eh? Eh? What'd you say?
I don't know. You started saying something.
Oh, sorry. What? Oh, you said it was better. It was better than Teen Titans Go, and I said my brother watched those. I think
Watch Teen Titans Go?
one of the Teen Titans shows. I forget which.
Because the good Teen Titans is from like 2001, I think.
Probably that one. Probably maybe.
Teen Titans Go is from like the 2010s and it's terrible.
I hear there are a lot of people who are fans of it, though.
A lot of children that are fans of it.
Weird. By the way, I'm just gonna say this: the Teen Titans. I don't know if you guys know the lore. I'm gonna tell you now if you don't know it. Wait a second. Reading the chat. I'm on a Tex Avery tune ski. Ooh, cool. Sketch exercise craze. Draw an old 1930s tune every day this month. Sweet. Nice, Timmy. Nice, Timmy Miller. Cool. Cranberry, I only have 5 movies left to watch on the list. I can't believe you're actually still watching the list. I'm grateful that you actually spent the time to actually be interested enough to watch those movies. Left to watch on the list you gave me. Dread will be next up. Okay. Just so you know, Dread is not for the children's. So if you have children around, maybe let them skip that one if they're watching that one. TTG was the beginning of the end for Teen Titans Go was then Cartoon Network. They're bringing back regular show and not Ben 10. They're bringing back regular show. I think Steven Universe and Adventure Time, maybe. I think it's the only thing they ever show on that network. Yeah, really? Teen Titans Go is the only thing they're showing on the network. Yeah. I'm okay. I'm going to tell you something, Karen. Before you watch Dread, it has very graphic violence in it. I don't like very graphic violence unless there's a point to it, like if there's story there. I'm not a fan of like slaughter, whatever house horror movies and stuff. But if there's a point to it, like in the story, I understand it, and I'm willing to watch it. It is the most beautiful, violent movie I have seen. I think, yeah. So just so you know. So you watched Teen Titans. Wait, you watched Animal Planet. I used to watch a bunch of those. Like, I watched mostly documentaries. Adventure Time never really left. Really? I've seen Muppet Treasure Island. It's a mad world. It's a mad world. The Lake House, You've Got Mail, The Angel and the Bad Man, The Quiet Man, Pirates of the Caribbean 1, Wallace and Gromit, Grand Day Out, Maverick. Nice. Good movies. Great choices. Dread is unforgiving. It is. Shanghai Noon, Five Foot Goes West, and The Thin Man. Nice. You should watch a couple of the other Thin Man ones. Yeah. Have you heard of any of those movies? Emo?
I had to step away momentarily because Little Bird ended up out of the cage.
Oh, okay.
My dad came with a grub and tried to feed it to him, and it did not go well.
Tried to feed it a glove?
A grub that he found in the ground outside, I guess.
Oh, okay. It didn't go well?
It didn't go well. Little Bird was afraid of it.
Moving food. It's used to not moving food, right?
Yeah. Little Bird is used to fruits and vegetables.
Yeah. I was asking if it was just Animal Planet and I guess Teen Titans? Teen Titans that you want.
So I know I've watched other cartoons as a kid, but like I cannot remember a lot of them. I do know that I watched a lot of Gator Boys, Call of the Wild Man, and Tanked as a kid.
Kinked? What did you say?
Tanked.
Kinked? No.
It's also on Animal Planet. It's a show where these guys are commissioned to design different kinds of fish tanks.
Oh, that one looked awesome.
It was.
I love watching. I watch terrarium videos on YouTube. I watch terrarium and aquarium videos on YouTube. That's one of my guilty pleasures, I guess. Yeah, I love it. I like to watch the ones where they check in on a terrarium or an aquarium after a closed environment after some months
Oh.
or days or whatever. Still to watch on the list, Dread El Dorado, nice. Stranger Than Fiction, nice. Yeah, Stranger Than Fiction's good, not for kids. The Lost Skeleton of Cadavra, hilarious. And Evolution, a comedy. Well, let's see. Lost Skeleton of Cadavra and Evolution are both comedies. Noted. Right. Still to watch on the list, Dread. All right. Yeah, I'm having trouble finding some of the titles. Yeah, they're older. A lot of them are old. Check out these lips.
Look at them lips.
Yeah. So you watch Animal Planet, Animal Planet, Gator Boy. Such a gator boy, said see you later, boy.
I think there was another show called Too Cute, and it was literally just about like following litters of puppies and kittens.
Oh yeah.
It was sort of like a documentary.
Mostly just an excuse to watch kitties and kittens and.
Kind of. Really, typically depended on whatever was on before I caught the bus in the morning.
Okay. Yeah, they stopped doing cartoons for kids because they needed the programming to be educational. But a lot of the uneducational videos, non-educational, sorry, not videos, shows that I watched were educational. They would have like philosophy, moral plays, like that kind of stuff. Like it's just social stuff. Or there's a lot of left-leaning kind of stuff in there, but
Nowadays, yeah.
well, even then, but they were just better at the subterfuge. They were just better at trickling it in and dressing it up, dressing it up to make it entertaining. Still doing it. They were better at faking it. They were better at, a spoonful of sugar helps the medicine go down. They're better at putting more sugar. Okay.
Yeah.
With what they were trying to shove down the children's throats, the innocent chillins.
The children's.
Child. Chillins. Do you know Captain Planet?
It sounds familiar.
He's a guy that It's a being that was created when I think like 5 teens with elemental powers put their powers together, and then they would make a sentient guy who protected the planet, Captain Planet.
Fun.
He was pro abortion.
Oh, because that's definitely going to save the planet.
Yeah, exactly. He's so that's kind of smiley lips. Yes, they're smiley lips. They're nice. That's what I thought too. Yeah, skateboard song. The best kids show I've seen, Puffin Rock. I don't know what Puffin Rock is. They stopped doing cartoons because of the internet culture. Yeah, people just started making their own cartoons and stuff too.
True.
It's just so sweet. Oh, so you're looking at Puffins? Octonauts is an entertaining and educational kids show. Cool.
I remember Octonauts.
I do not. You guys must be younger than me. Both of you. Karen
I'd
must
wager
be.
I'm the youngest one here.
What?
I said I'd wager I'm the youngest one here.
Yeah. Karen, can you tell me if you recognize these shows? Because they're Canadian. I used to watch Canadian shows. Do you recognize Yam Roll? I think it's the New Adventures of Yam Roll. I used to watch Pingu. The Irish accent melts my heart. Oh, okay. No. Irish accent from Octonauts? Is there somebody with an Irish accent in Octonauts?
Not that I recall.
I'm talking about something else. Mayhaps you're talking about something else. Perhaps you're talking about something else, Karen. Oh, Karen, you be talking about something else. another accent there. Another show, maybe. Maybe another show. A good one, that's for sure. I think I've done the deeps wrong on this one. Maybe not. Maybe I pulled it out. Newt, 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 Newt.
Newt, Newt.
Yam rolled? No, yam roll, like a California roll. It's a sentient. It's a sentient piece of sushi that's with yam in the middle, and he goes on adventures. It's fantastic.
A sentient piece of sushi.
Yes, it's hilarious. Pingu. So he's like a not actually sushi piece of sushi. Pingu's great. Yeah. Irish accent on Puffin Rock. Newt, 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 Newt. Yes. Yes. From Pingu. I'm a sucker for an accent. That's for sure. I'm a sucker for accents. For sure. Well, I have an accent, and Emo has an accent. Are you impressed by our accents?
Yeah.
Everybody has an accent. But I am also into accents. My family picks them up really quick. These days, people get offended. Oh, you're mocking my accent or whatever. It just happens. They just come out. Like if somebody's talking to me with an accent, I'll start doing their accent.
If you say something that sounds funny, yeah, I'm gonna mock it.
Yeah. You okay with mocking? Mock the accents. Everybody has an accent. Let's mock each other. Let's all mock each other. All mock each other. One big happy world mocking.
Oh, it's already after 5 o'clock. I did not know that. Well, 5 o'clock is. Yeah. I'm gonna have to bounce soon.
Yeah. Thank you for sticking around. Emo. Thanks for coming. Gracing us with your presence. When are you leaving?
And then I'll bounce. I'll give it till 5:10 and then I'll go because I have to get ready to go places.
Okay. Yeah, I love accents and languages. Days is cool. Know what I'm saying? Corner Gas is a Canadian show that's fun. I hate Corner Gas. I know Corner Gas. My dad loves Corner Gas. I hate Corner Gas. I hate that show. Why do you like it? Oh, very impressed. Thank you. With my accent. Mirroring an accent. Yeah. Yeah. I don't get why people like Corner Gas. How could it have more than one season? Okay. Okay, Emo. You're still here,
Yeah.
right? Yeah.
For the moment.
Corner Gas is a gas station, like a mini mart kind of gas station, out in the boondocks of Canada, like one of the emptier spots of Canada. Well, Canada's got a lot of empty spots, but I think it's in the west, central western part. Anyways, Corner Gas is like this little rinky-dink towns, rinky-dink corner store, all goods kind of store, gas station in a town that has nothing going on. They just have like normal people things, like normal tiny little people things. I have no idea why people watch. Why do you watch it? Keep in mind, I also love the movie Secondhand Lions, which you hate vehemently. Yes, that's true. That's true. At least there's things happening in Secondhand Lions. Saskatchewan. Yeah, Saskatchewan. Yes, he hates many things most others tend to love. Yes, I do. Hey, not because I want to hate them. Sometimes, yes, but I genuinely hate them sometimes. Okay, it's not all just because I want to.
Not because you want to.
Not all the time. Sometimes I actually.
You're just an elite nitpicker.
Why? Why do you like Corner Store or Corner Gas? Why?
Yeah, let's hear the other side of the argument.
Huh?
I have no context for what Corner Store is aside from what you've explained.
Corner Gas.
Corner Gas, yeah.
Maybe she's explaining it. At least Cranberry has an opinion that he stands by. I respect it. He doesn't have to think the same way I do. That's true. Thank you. Thank you. I appreciate you not going after me like, yeah, like some people.
You invited me to go after you. I don't know what you're talking about. It's my job.
No, and I actually do appreciate it. I enjoy people. I enjoy people going after me. I actually appreciate that. I appreciate people not appreciating my opinion. I appreciate I I appreciate I appreciate those who are willing to take digs at me, and chastise me. I appreciate that very much. I'm not being sarcastic, by the way. I actually enjoy. When are you out of here? When do you leave?
Now,
Now? All right. Okay. All right, let me do this. Hang on a second. 1 second here. Thank you, Emo Trash, for showing up today. Thank you for your time visiting,
yeah,
and I hope you enjoyed. I
I
hope you
did.
enjoyed lambasting me and grilling me and all that. And I hope you had fun. And
Of course.
Chow, she's gonna do actual life things, and I'm sticking around until I do the final row of mouths.
Okay.
All right.
Bye.
Bye. Have fun with your vomiting, attacking bird and everything. Bird
Yeah.
and your stuff. All right. I don't actually love Corner Gas. I watched it though one time and thought it was all right, but would not watch again. You were talking Cage. Oh, that's true. That's true. That's true. I thought you loved it. It was the only Canadian show that came to mind. Oh, okay. What was the one show? I think it was based on CBN. I think it was a show that was like based on CBN, like the studios. Forget what it was called. It's kind of like 30 Rock, but for CBN, the Canadian Broadcasting Network, or Canada. Yeah, I forget which one that was called. Yeah. Okay. 1 second. No idea. Yeah. Well, it was on like over 10 years ago. Over 10 years ago. I think. Probably. I think. Yeah. It was kind of like 30 Rock. It had a bunch of major Canadian actors and stuff on there often. It's funny show. I used to also, my dad was a huge fan of the Red Green Show. I like the Red Green Show too. Keep your stick on the ice. Keep your stick on the ice. It's good. Yeah, a lot of Canadian shows, things. They tended to have better. There's a point where I was going to those because they tend to have like better humor than what we were having in the States, at least for a while. The Red Green Show. Why did I not think of that one first? Yeah. Duct tape is the answer for everything. That's true. It is. I liked the guy. I liked his friend, the nerdy one. I liked him more. Although he's a little petty at times. I liked it. I'm finishing out the mouths. I will finish out the mouths. I will. I shall finish the mouths. Yeah, they tend to show like better shows when the shows were boring on the US. We didn't have cable, so you didn't have a TV. We didn't have cable. Messed up now. They were pretty funny. They were. I enjoyed it. Plus, they do shows that that they didn't really have that they had on like cable on network television for Canadian shows, Canadian channels. They had like Stargate, and I was a huge fan of Stargate. Right? I became the costumes for Stargate were ridiculous and weird, but corny. But yeah. But I watched that. Bunch of other shows and stuff. Programs. Are you coming up with these mouth shape ideas from your brain or getting the ideas from somewhere? I am getting them not from my brain. I am getting them from Cartooning the Head and Figure by Jack Ham. It's a book on cartooning, and I've always wanted to do this, and I'd like to up my art skills, but I'm following a list. I'm just recreating the list, and I was thinking about drawing M.O.D.O.K. Character, Marvel character after this, who has a big head and a big mouth after this. If it's not too boring, but yeah, I'm just trying to practice. If I can get my hand. Stargate was Canadian. I think it was an American. I think it was American, but then they produced it in Canada. Yeah, yeah. American, but they produced it in Canada. I was a fan, and Star Trek: Next Generation ended, and Deep Space Nine, and I needed some other kind of sci-fi to get me through. um, that and Star Trek Voyager was terrible. So yeah, my mom is also a cartoonist, or she's done cartooning in the family. But I always wanted to do these kind of classic cartoons. I always kind of wanted to learn this classic, a lot of history. It's a good base for you want to learn to draw or get into comics or something. I was hoping to see Mary R in here. William. Have you ever been into cartoons or comics or anything? Yeah, I thought he didn't really have the talent. I don't know if I wanted to do this, but he didn't really have the talent. As a child, but uh, I used to be really into Archie comics. I used to read Archie comics. My sister was really into Archie comics and Betty and Veronica. I don't know about Cheryl too much, but she was into Betty and Veronica. She would read every odd uh, Jughead or something, but I used to read Archie comics. They were they were around, and I mostly like Jughead. Jughead and what's his face? I think his name starts with an N. The Smarty Pants. Dilton? Maybe Dilton. Yeah. Jughead. I learned to like I learned to like Reggie. I learned to like Reggie because he's just a jerk. And I started like, there's the door. Like, if you're gonna be a jerk, I mean, Archie isn't such a great guy. I mean, he's supposed to be like the normal guy, like the average guy. He's not great. I mean, he's always cheating. Always cheating around, always dating all these girls and everything. Like, dude, pick one or pick Betty or Veronica. Make your choice. I don't know that American. I don't know that Archie Comics is not in the chat. I hang out in now. Keep it down. Well, never down. Still comments. Reggie was always so proud. He just I didn't like him. But so was Archie. Archie was egotistical just as much as Reggie was. I mean, maybe Reggie was conceited, but Archie was also proud. He can let Reggie beat him. He was always like competing with him. Just had that nice weight. Archie. Yeah, I think so. But I'm a guy. I'm a man. So I recognize some things. I'm like, oh, that's terrible. Girls probably just think that's like, oh man, like, sure, or something. It was totally. It's Reggie, you know. Hey, I mean, it didn't. You know, Archie was a okay. Archie was a cat in my. No, no, he wasn't. Archie was a cat, and you can see he was a cat because there was two main species. Jughead was much better. He's much more morally upright. Archie was indecisive and a bit of a punk. Yeah. Eh. I thought Archie meant nobody means well if they have two ladies. Nobody means well if they have two ladies and they're going for that. That's he's not meaning well. He's taking advantage of a situation, and he's not committing. Not committing. Uh, that's not a good trait. I know. Not a good trait. To me, I would have been like, all right, Betty and/or Veronica, one of you guys, one time today, forget you to Archie and reduces options. Cool. Very athletic. Clumsy and you know, if I was Veronica's dad, I would totally keep Veronica away from him. Like, no, no, how about no? I wouldn't know Archie. Bring along some other girl forever. You can't decide, and you're already senior or whatever. Well, haven't decided. I think I have a theory as to why Veronica is so mean. I think Veronica is angry at Archie, and she can't bring herself to because she's actually interested in Archie. I think she can't bring herself to be angry at Archie, but she just offsets that anger and points it at I think they're actually mostly angry at Archie. In my mind, it makes sense that the best match for Archie would be Becky, but he didn't seem to be able to let go of the illicit dream of Veronica. He could have gotten Veronica. He gave up on Betty. Then I think he could have gotten Veronica. He just had to make the choice. I don't know. I don't know. Either way, you shouldn't be telling a girl, oh yeah, I didn't know, and then not doing it. That's called defrauding. But these are like the best years of her life. Like the girls' lives. Like, why are you gonna waste that? You know, you're string along in their best years. When they have the most potential, you're gonna give them something. I guess that's the way it is. Life is too short to be stringing people along, I guess. My mic is clipping out. I felt it was a hard to loop a long time ago. I haven't read it. I don't know. It got old after a while. It's not really built for. Although I like the little short story. My favorite. I like Dilton. I like the Dilton ones where they go. And right here, find somebody. He had apple fritters. He was eating greasy, syrupy apple fritters, and Veronica was looking after the hall or something. There's like a hall on it. She's like, oh, gross. And he's like, you can't have any more apple fritters. Like, oh, like I'd ever want one of those things. I'm like, oh yeah. And he's like, well, you can't. Yeah. And like, oh, he has like a bag. He has like a bag of like 5 apple fritters. And you left him in there. It was still steaming, professional bakers or whatever. They're still steaming, and it's like, walk, walk. I could, that's not like, oh, it's coming from Jughead Blocker. She walks up and stuff, and she's like, oh, the apple fritters. And she starts snarfing him down. She goes, like, working apple fritters. She's hiding him. He's ashamed. She's ashamed that she's eating apple fritters. And he comes back and he's like, oh, I stole apple fritters. Who stole these? And she's like, I don't know what you're talking about. Who is it? Like, well, somebody really liked it. She finds her. She's like, you. It was you. Like, huh, huh. She's like, what? It's like, look, you still got your prom or something. You got this. Like, I did it. I did it. I ate your disgusting, fat, fattening, sugary apple fritters. Like, I caught you. Okay. Anyways, she was ashamed. I enjoyed it. I enjoyed her being disgusted by her own actions and the great shame she felt. Her snarfing down a bunch of apple fritters. It's wrong. Yeah. I was more into Marvel, DC, comics, Tintin aspects. So, which of the movies, Karen, that you watched so far do you like? Which one? You're still here. So you put the video. Sorry, Kieran put the videos in the movies in the chat. Those are some great movies. Great selection in there. Look forward to. I'm interested in the Fantastic Four one, but if the trend continues, like all of the, I'm not gonna see like all of the Marvel DC movies. It's just gonna have like some kind of progressive content in there, or they're gonna subvert masculine, like male masculine strong man, or they're gonna do something like the woman's gonna act more like a dude, or um, there's gonna be some gay stuff in there somewhere. Just so, like, I don't know if I'm gonna watch it. I mean, the looks of it look good. The aesthetics look great. I want to wait for a bit to see if it sounds good. No, it's my side. Or maybe it's Dan Vast finally released a song, dropped 4 hours ago. I thought Dan Vast used to have a song, like put out a record. I'm not feeling the third try for Fantastic Four. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I, however, will go see Superman. It is pretty wild seeing my workplace featured in the movie. Cool. Which workplace, if you can say it? Yeah. One song. What is that song? Like an original song? Yeah. Superman looks good. Uh, Guy Gardner looks bad, but it looks good. Looks like they have the standard kind of hair for like movies are these days, which is ridiculous. I know he's not going to say truth, justice, and American way, but part of that, part of the, okay, it's not that goes against the character of Superman, but then again, we've also exported a bunch of progressive kind of things to the rest of the world. So the American way right now, although it just came back, a lot of it is like the messaging of progressive kind of social justice, kind of social socialist kind of break down the pillars of society, moral foundations of society kind of stuff. So maybe it's good that he's not saying it. I wouldn't really want to endorse kind of what we're selling. I don't know. I don't know. I think we need to go back to what we used to be for. If he stood for what it used to be, I'd be like, yeah, that sounds great. Looks like a lot of looks like there might be some girl boss stuff in there. And by that I mean like overly conceited without having a reason to be conceited kind of stuff, which, you know, or people being outsized powerful, more powerful than they actually are, generally. The last song he released was before Valentine's Day, like a year ago. Like a year ago, a year and a half ago. Oh, okay. Sweet. Congratulations, Daniel. Progressive Field, which is Lord. I bet my Metropolis counterpart worked aggressive people. Oh! I'm Metropolis counterpart works for the meteors. Meteors. Ba-dum bum. Good one. Yeah, the sound is hard to catch. It's my fault. It's my hand. It's there all of a sudden. For sure. I'm just gonna try to finish this up, finish the last mount, and switch hard. Yeah, Superman looks good. You know, Superman looks good aesthetically. Um, he looks like Superman. Good. Lord probably gets on creeping. Maxwell Lord is one of the coolest enemies in the world. Yeah, it's me. It's me. So I'm just gonna try to finish up. Turn in. I'm gonna go do some real life stuff. All right. Thanks, Karen. Thanks for showing up. I appreciate it. Go do your real life stuff. Enjoy the rest of the movies. Uh, at least a couple of them. And stay, stay. Watch out for the Canadian snow lizards. They bite frostbite. So this animal. Oh wait. Here, pointing out chicken. Ah, it's my mouse so far. Ah. Yeah. So we'll go over the rest later. Bye. Have a good day. Stopping by, Karen. Appreciate you. These are the last three mouths. Three mouths. Have a stream live stream. Okay. No lizards. They bite. Frostbite? Yeah, frostbite. Exactly. Mouths of anguish. Yes, mouths of anguish. That's great. And this is now. Finality. Fatality. Okie dokie. Das ist mein final. Final mouth. So this is my list of my mouths. Done. Like that is fun. Good to do. Um, I'm very good based off of this page. And that. Alright, so Hello. This is it. I've completed my mouths so far. Mouths. Uh-huh. Now, there we go. I have completed it. Thank you for joining, and I'm done today. The Isle of Noise Holes. Yes, Isle of Noise Holes. Oh, I appreciate it. Oh, Master John, thank you, thank you. My hand's actually getting better. So that was one of the issues that I noticed when I first started out. All this was a connection between the brain and my hand, and that's getting much better. When I'm intending to draw, I actually draw. Where I'm intending to put my hand in paper. So that's good. Um, so thank you. I'm going to go. No M.O.D.O.K. No M.O.D.O.K. And I've done these. I've done the mounts that I've been given. I've been dealt once in the book. And I'm not going to get a big head about it. Yeah, I just finished this up. Thank you for sticking around. No, yeah. Yeah. So I'm gonna leave. Thank you, Tim. Thank you, Karen. Thank you, Emo Trash, very much. Thank you, Emo Trash, for coming up. For anybody else who dropped by, thanks for dropping by. And see you again if you liked it. Give it a like. And on. You guys later. Ciao. Thanks, Timmy. Thanks. Have a good one. Very nice.